up, we've got Food for Animals with their album Belly. So Belly, this is it, this is the wax. The album came out in 2008. The Wax came out 2009, but it's the second studio album for Food for Animals after their EP Scavengers, which came out in 2004. The artist Food for Animals is made up of Vulture Voltaire and HY, who are the rappers, and then you've got Ricky Rabbit on production. The sound is sort of best described as underground hip hop, but it's also been lumped into noise rap as well because of the complexity of the production, which I'll get to in a minute. The album Belly itself included 15 tracks overall with no features. And in terms of the progression of the tracks and the description of the kind of overall album, it's incredibly complex. The production is really dense because there's so many different layers and textures going on there. The raps by Vulture V and HY are really clever. They use lots of similes and metaphors. Nothing in terms of being groundbreaking in any way, but they play off each other really well, and they complement the production really well. It's a fairly unique sound overall because of the fact that they've got these kind of like really clever raps over the top of this dense, complex production. We did an interview with Ricky Rabbit a couple of years back now, and he sort of unfairly claimed that they got lumped into the noise rap category, even though he feels that it's just the complexity of the layers that makes it sound noisy, even if noise wasn't really what they were trying to achieve. So in terms of why it's influential for the Anon Speak sound, it's an excellent fusion of laid-back raps over hard-hitting production. I myself, although I've got the name Laconic, don't really have a laconic rap style, while Vulture V and HY are really laconic. You can hear them sort of, rapping really cleverly over the top of those beats. Their flow is really nice. They play off one another really nice. It's a complementary sort of rap style. The lyrics also include some call and response elements, and also parts that are repeated, that make it really kind of infectious, and the replay value is really high for that reason. So you can always go back and listen for those elements again and again, and you want to rap them out loud. There's a fun-filled energy on the whole album. Despite the intensity and the complexity of the production, it doesn't really take itself too seriously, but it also doesn't sound cheap or abstract for that reason. So you've got a really kind of complex layering there that turn it into a hip-hop album that's very listenable despite the fact that it's noisy and complex. And I think we really appreciated the production with their layers and their textures, and I think as a rapper I also appreciated the fact that there was kind of fun-filled metaphors and really nice flows on the from Vulture V and HY. So if you haven't checked it out, Food for Animals, Belly, it's fantastic.